Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Raul from Raul's Aquatics and Reptiles, and in this week's video we're going to talk about the Rodi filter system that I have for my saltwater aquarium. Now if you're an aquarium hobbyist like me and you have a saltwater tank, it's very important that you understand you got to invest in a Rodi system, which I did months ago. Now it's time to do some maintenance to it. I need to change the resin filter of the Rodi system, so join me as I do the replacement. Let's go. Alright guys, so I'm outside. This is my Rodi filter water producing system, station, whatever you want to call it. It's just temporary for now. It's just on the table. I use these here to keep it in place so it doesn't fall forward. I'll get into the system itself and show you guys each one what they do just briefly. I plan on in the future getting a saltwater mixing station, and then what I'm going to do is mount it on the wall and have everything ready so I don't have to be setting up the station. But for now this works for me, and what I do is I have these 5-gallon jugs and I do about 20 gallons and I keep them on hand until the next time I need to create some more water. It's for my auto top off, which is the auto top off system that I use to for my saltwater station when the water evaporates, and also I use the RO water for my fresh water when the water evaporates out of there also. But anyway, quickly, so this is the DI resin, which is the actual last part of the RO system itself when the water passes each chamber. This is the last one. I went on bulk Reef supply and I ordered me the this is the one that's pre-packaged. This is the one that I don't have to pour the resin inside and then hook it back up. This is the one where I just remove the one on the inside, throw it away, and just put this new one in. Now they do have a cheaper option because this one's about $27. They do have a cheaper option where they sell the resin inside these vacuum bags. They're like $6 or $7. You can get a small one or you can get a bigger one. I'm lazy. I don't want to go through that, but some people might enjoy doing that, so that's an option for you. Me, I'll just spend the extra money and just screw it right in and no problem. Alright, so let's talk about the system real fast, real quick, and get it out the way, because basically this video is just showing you guys how to replace this, which is very important. You need to change all of them, but this is the most important one because this is the last one, right? So the first chamber, which is the first one here, is the settlement stage. Now the settlement stage, what that does is removes all the dirt, the heavy particles in the water that comes out of your city water, so it doesn't clog up the filter. So that's the first stage. Now that one there is recommended you change it like every no less than every 6 months to 12 months, right? Alright, so the second chamber. So the second chamber, which is the middle one, is your carbon stage of the Rodi. What that does, it removes like all of the like the chloramines, all the harsh chemicals that are in the water. The carbon is the one that removes all of that, like your chloramine, chlorine, stuff that's in the water that the city puts in for us to be able to be safe for us to drink. Now, as you're an aquarium hobbyist, know that the chlorine and chloramine are harmful to the aquarium fish because it will burn the gills and they'll die. You know, so that's why we add the chlorinators in the water. But this also removes all the unnecessary harsh chemicals that are in the water. Then it goes up to the membrane. The membrane is this top portion up here. Now that one there, usually it's the last stage before it goes into the DI resin chamber. That one there pretty much catches all the last bit of chemicals and impurities in the water that the first two chambers did not catch. And that's what we call the wastewater, which comes out of the black line. So it actually goes to the settlement stage, carbon stage, goes up to the membrane. The membrane now, which is the black line, is your wastewater, removes all the last bit of particles that you don't need. The red line is actually the one that you attach to the incoming water that processed through the system. And then your blue line, which is the line that actually comes out of the last stage, your resin stage. Resin stage is the last stage, which cleans out the water. It actually removes all the phosphate, nitrates, removes the TDS. What is TDS? TDS is total dissolved solids. That is what makes the water clean. The filter system itself comes with a TS meter, so you're actually able to read the water when it comes out of the blue line. Want it to be at 0. Anything higher than that, it's not clean water. That's why you remove black line, wastewater. The red line is the intake line that brings the water in before it hits every stage, last stage. Now, this DI resin is a color changing DI resin beads, which indicates, it serves as an indicator to let you know that the chamber itself, the resins need to be replaced. Mine is about just underneath half. I don't want to take any chances, so I'm going to replace it now. They recommend, according to the research that I've done, about 3/4 of the way. Indicates it, what it does, it starts to change colors like brown. I'm gonna show you a close-up so you can take a look at how it looks to indicate that it needs to be changed. So the video, real fast, wasn't about the actual system itself. I just want to go into detail real quick. Let's go ahead and get into replacing this so I can show you guys exactly how to do it. Now, before we do that, when you buy the system, it comes with sort of like a wrench. You get up underneath it, you turn it, and you remove it. So I'm going to show you right now, okay? So as you guys can see, I'm hoping that the glare doesn't mess you guys up, but if you look at the reddish down here. That is the indicator, color indicator, letting you know that the resins inside are going bad, the beads inside. It's black up here, reddish down here. This is about just underneath half. So that's letting me know, yeah, the resin's going bad. I need to change it. I mean, you still can use a TDS meter to ensure that the water's still coming out pure. But I'm just gonna go ahead and change it now just to be on the safe side. But I just want to give you guys a close-up of the color change. So there, it's hooked up. I don't cut it on until it's ready to go, but it's hooked up there. Nice and secure. Go here. And it comes in. It'll hit the first chamber, second chamber, go up to the third chamber, which I said is the membrane. As you see, lines there representing, there's the black line there. This is to filter out the water, which is recommended before you start running the water or running the filter. It's suggested that you flush it out for like about 2 minutes before you actually let the filter start processing the water. Then it goes to the membrane. From the membrane it goes to the resin stage, and this is the blue line, which represents the clean water, and it'll go directly into the 5-gallon jug there. TDS meter. Let's see if I can cut it on. Right now it's registering 5 in, but nothing's running through it, so it's an incorrect reading. I usually leave it off and then I check it later. That's the pressure gauge. Pressure gauge is recommended to be about 45 psi. Anything less than that, you're probably gonna need a water booster, which they do sell on the bulk Reef supply page. You can go on the website and order the booster. I didn't use the booster. What I did was I increased my water pressure from the outside. It stays around 45 to 50, which is good for me. When that water pressure starts to go down, that is an indication that the system is getting clogged up. It's recommended you start to change out these here. So that's the walkthrough of the filter itself. Now let's go ahead and get to disconnecting it. Alright guys, this is my first time doing this. So let's see. Going the wrong way. Let's try it now. There we go. Look at that. How easy that was. Guess you just unscrew this here. I guess we just pull this out. Oh, all this gunky stuff in there. Let's pull that out. Ooh, look at all the water coming out. Gonna need a towel, I guess. Well, this is old trash anyway. I'm gonna put this on the ground for now. Stand by as I cut this open. See the color? It'll start to turn color when it goes bad. That goes back in there like this. tighten it up. Well, as you see, it only took, what, 2 minutes to take out. I'm gonna cut it on to make sure it's working anyway. As you see, this was easier than having to use the vacuum package and taking this, I would imagine, and just opening this up. I don't know how this opens up. I know it opens up through here. See? It opens up through here. Look how dirty that is. Look on the inside of that. So I guess that's what you need to throw away, clean this out, and then you can pour the new resin in. And there's a sponge there you can replace. I might keep that sponge because it looks like it's still clean. I might just keep this just to be keeping. I'm not going to discard it or anything like that. I can keep it as an extra one. Maybe one day I can practice and use the other system with the vacuum. The other ones that come, the resin beads by themselves rather than the actual thing. But okay, so let me go ahead and get it going and I can show you guys how it runs. Stand by. Alright, so let's go ahead and get it going. 5-gallon jug. I don't put the clean water in just yet because what I like to do is I like to flush out the system first. So let me go ahead and cut it on and I'm going to show you guys how to flush it real fast. So stand by. Hold on. Let me cut on the water. Alright, I'm laughing because I'll show you guys in the bloopers. But anyway, I cut it on and the water got everywhere because one of the lines got loose when I was trying to take out the thing. Hopefully it's working now. So let me go ahead and cut on the water and hopefully there's not water going everywhere. Hold on. Water's going through. I'm actually flushing out the system. Let me show you. It's recommended that you let it flush for about 2 minutes. So I let all that water go through the system itself. May have water that's in there from when I was running it last time, but normally what I do is I run the water for like 2 minutes, and then when I'm done with the filter, I run it for another 2 minutes. It's just a flush. So we'll let that run for 2 minutes. What I like to do also, I just lay it down, let the water get anywhere.
A few minutes later.
Once 2 minutes go by, come here, let me show you real fast, get in the close-up. Get a little closer so I can show them. Get up on top here, there you go. There's a valve, which is the flow valve. Then I turn it. There we go. Now the water starts going through the chambers, through here, then through here, and then the water starts going up. As you can see it, look at the water going in. See how it's going up? So it starts to fill up. Once that starts to fill up, I'll show you real fast. Come over here. Once that's to fill up, I'll take my blue line and I pour it inside the jug and I just wait for that to fill up before any water starts coming out. I'm going to show you guys once everything starts going. It takes a couple of seconds. Once it starts going, then the water starts coming out. I have to get a little close up. Yeah, get a close up. And there it goes, guys. If you want it to drip faster, you got to get one of those pumps to make it pump faster. But normally what I do, I just sit here and it takes a couple of hours. And I want to show you something real fast. If you look over here, here's the pressure gauge. It's reading 45, which is the recommended pressure. Anything lower than 40, you got to get a pump to make it pump faster. There's the resin chamber. Here's my TDS. Let me cut it on. Back up a little bit so you can see the gauge. And then if you hit out, it's reading 0 TDS, which is perfect. That means everything's working clear. Alright guys, so basically everything's all set up, everything's good to go. Normally it takes a couple hours to fill up a jug. It'll take me the rest of the night to fill up all 4 jugs, but that's fine because as you guys know, I'm a truck driver and I leave and I like to have these ready to go so the family members can change out the automatic top off when it starts making the noise that it needs to get replaced. Well, if you guys like the video, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, share with your friends and family. It helps the channel out to grow. Make sure you ding that notification bell so that way you guys get notified every time I put out a new video. Don't be afraid to comment down below. I like to engage with my subscribers, so let me know if you guys think I did something wrong. No problem. Like always, until the next one, God